What is a lifestyle business? In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 components necessary for a lifestyle business so that you can have more freedom, more financial stability, more fulfillment, and more fun. What would it feel like if work felt like play every single day? And better yet, what would it feel like if while you were playing, your business were working without you? This is what it's like to have a lifestyle business. A lifestyle business is one that aligns with how you want to live life. You know, we've kind of lost track of the purpose of work and business. It's really supposed to be a vehicle to allow us to live our lives the way we want to. But a lot of us, including me at one point, get sucked up, get caught up in this belief that work is life and that what we do for a living is who we are. So a lifestyle business is one that first and foremost honors who you are and how you want to live your life. And then you have a business that works around that rather than you trying to fit yourself into the time that's left over after your business has already gotten what it needs. So I like to talk about lifestyle, especially because my clients generally are women. A lot of times they're moms, and they find themselves really struggling to balance work and life, as if work were taking on or taking over a lot of the time that they wish they were spending with their families, doing the things they love to do, picking up their kids from school. And so a well-executed, well-organized lifestyle business is one that enables you and allows you, and in fact benefits from you living your life first. So first, let's talk about what a lifestyle business isn't. A lifestyle business is not one where you have to work all the time. A lifestyle business is not one where you're selling your time for money, in my opinion. When you're selling your time for money, the only 2 ways to make more money is to sell more time or raise your prices. A lifestyle business offers you a third option, which we'll get into in a moment. A lifestyle business doesn't feel like sacrifice. It's not hustle and hard work 24/7. It allows you to have more grace and ease and flow in your day. So as entrepreneurs, there's this problem that I see and that I personally experienced. When I started my business, I started it because I had a dream. And that dream was to have more freedom, to be my own boss, to be the master of my time and my destiny. And it didn't turn out like that. For the first 7.5 years of being in business, in fact, I was hustling all the time. I was always trying to make things happen. I was networking. I was meeting with people. I was writing proposals. I was cold calling and prospecting and just constantly in hustle mode. Now, hustle mode is like epitomized by people like Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone. And they're always talking about like getting into the hustle and working hard and waking up early and going to sleep late and don't take holidays off. You should be working. And I just wholeheartedly, fundamentally disagree with that approach to business. I feel like, especially for women, but not only for women, it's a surefire way to, number one, miss out on the really, really important things in life, like family and connection and contribution. And it's also a surefire way, as what happened with me, to get into overwhelm and exhaustion and have a physical and health and well-being breakdown. So that's what happened to me. 7.5 years of hustle eventually left me having a massive breakdown in my personal life, emotional breakdown, which led to a physical breakdown, which led to my business breaking down. After 7.5 years of hustling, my business couldn't tolerate me not being 100% focused on it 24/7. So the minute I took my eye off the ball to go heal myself and take care of myself, my business fell apart. And that's because I didn't have monthly recurring revenues, I didn't have support, and I was selling my time for money. So that was the big lesson I learned. I had this dream of being an entrepreneur, but the reality was much more like a nightmare. And what I learned is the importance of a business model. Actually, not just the business model, 3 things. A brand that attracts people with grace and ease, a business model that monetizes your magic in ways that are energy rich. And the most important piece, which I really didn't understand until I went through this breakdown, is who are you being in the business? How are you showing up energetically, emotionally, from a mindset perspective, your attitude, your belief systems, all of this more underground, or shall we say unconscious things that impact your business. So back to the story. Like I said, I woke up after 7.5 years. Everything had fallen apart, and I realized that I was not only a bad boss, I was my worst boss ever. I didn't give myself any time off or anything. I had this breakdown. I had this awakening, this realization. I shifted my brand, shifted my business model, shifted who I was being, and as a result, everything changed. So now I want to share with you the ways that you can shift in these 3 core areas in order to build a more lifestyle-friendly business. So the first area is the brand. A lifestyle business ideally has a brand that's attracting business to you in a way that's more graceful and easy. Rather than having to hunt and go chase business, right? It's a lifestyle business has a brand that attracts business to you. I've used this analogy before. I heard it from Roger James Hamilton the first time. It's the distinction between chasing butterflies with a butterfly net and going after and running around and trying to catch a butterfly, and actually building a butterfly garden that the butterflies come to. So that's the number one thing for a lifestyle business, is to have business development be graceful and easy. So some ways that I've seen work really well and that I've experienced that work really well is positioning yourself as a thought leader. Instead of branding or marketing by constantly chasing leads, like chasing butterflies, instead creating a thought leader persona, or not a persona because it's really you, it's your authentic self, but expressing yourself in a way that appeals to and attracts your ideal clients like butterflies to a butterfly garden. So speaking is one of my favorite all-time strategies for branding and marketing, because speaking right away, just by getting up on a stage, people perceive you as different than if they just met you shaking hands at a networking event. So branding is the first really key component to building a lifestyle business. The second is having a solid business model. And when I say a solid business model, I'm referring to a few key things. The first is that you have a scalable business model, which means you're not delivering your services one-on-one, time for money, without any leverage, right? So a scalable model is a model that has leverage built into it. So to use my example, before I had the breakdown, I was delivering my services one-on-one. I was selling one at a time on the phone, and I was delivering coaching and consulting services on a one-off or project-based or session-based model. When I switched my business model to be more scalable, I changed it to being a group model rather than a one-on-one. Another really key component of having a lifestyle business model is having monthly recurring revenues. I cannot emphasize enough how powerful it is to have monthly recurring revenues. Imagine every single month starting off with a nice, solid foundation without having to wonder where your income is going to come from that month. And so I shifted from selling one-off projects and deals to selling year-long programs and contracts. I call that, by the way, my big back end strategy. Another component of the business model is to have both a front end to the business, a back end to the business, and a big back end. So the front end is that brand that you're using to attract people in. The back end is some sort of foundational program that people come into, and the big back end is where really the lifestyle piece is. The big back end is the monthly recurring revenues that are scalable and stable and consistent. The third component of that business model, so inside of that second piece, the business model piece, there's another component, which is that it feels good, that what you're delivering, that what you are doing in your business feels good. That's part of having a great lifestyle. It's not good if you're spending, 40 hours a week, let's say, working, but those 40 hours you hate every moment of it. So whatever it is that you're ultimately doing in the business, making sure that it's aligned with who you really are and that your business model honors and monetizes your magic instead of your time and effort. And of course, the third component that makes this really, really work is who are you being, right? So in a lifestyle business, focusing first on your self-care, focusing first on fostering a sense of feeling good all the time so that you can show up energy rich for your brand, so that you can show up energy rich in your business model. I know that I said this one number 3, but really I perceive it as number 1 in importance. It's the most important thing. And I'll share how I learned this lesson kind of in a really roundabout, random way. Right when I was in the process of shifting all these things in my business, after I'd had the breakdown, after I'd started shifting my brand and my business model, I happened to be in Sedona, Arizona. And I heard about this lady there who gives full day massages. Her name's Gigi. And I got it in my head that I wanted to do a full day massage. And so I did. I gave that to myself as a present because I was about to head back to Miami to lead a 3-day big event. And I wanted to be relaxed. I wanted to feel good. So I went in, I do this 1-day massage, and I walk out of there like I was floating. And I went back to Miami the next day or a couple days later, and I saw my clients, and I saw them at my big event, and my core clients that work with me for the whole year, and they saw me and they're like, "Oh my God, Michelle, what did you do? Your energy is so calm and relaxed. I mean, you're just so, appealing to be around." I'm like, oh, first of all, of course, my mind went to, I wonder what I was like the rest of the time. But on the other side, I was like, ding, ding, ding. That was that full day massage I did. And I recognized that who I was being in my energy and in the way I was showing up had a massive impact on the way other people were perceiving me. So those are the 3 essential components of a lifestyle business. If you want to learn more about how to build your lifestyle business, one that's aligned with your true gifts and strengths, with your purpose on this planet, with who you are authentically, naturally, and you want to make more money more consistently in a monthly recurring way, then download my Monetize Your Magic playbook. You can get it by clicking on the link below, and I'll see you on the next video.